Hey peeps, Phoenix here. We're continuing on with Hatoful Boyfriend Holiday Star. In the last episode, we went through somewhat of a dream, but in the end, we didn't wake up. And in this episode, well, I guess we'll find out from here. Me be vi what you is me. Okay, that's one way to do an intro. And yes, it is. At last the day is come. The day of my final victory over you, Isasuma. I know you are here tonight. My heart flutters just imagining your ungainly form prostrating itself in fear before my new weapon. Look up at the night sky. The stars, the moon, they all give me their blessing in this, my decisive moment of artistry. Never mind, it seems to have clouded over. Can't the weather try to read the atmosphere at least a little? Come on, you ninnies! The star player has arrived at last! Show a little enthusiasm. It's no matter. Nothing can overshadow my day of glory now. Prepare yourself for the end, Isasuma. Nishikakuji Tori, the artist, the one and only, has arrived. Tremble before me, pitiful fools. Wait, no. Give applause for the glory you are about to witness. Tonight I unveil my... Didn't I just ask for applause? What is this silliness? This is my grand entrance. You must... What on earth is going on? Good Mr. Editor-in-Chief. Afraid we're in the middle of a sexy and gradual process at the moment. Could it wait? You two are... Ishikujitori, right? As you can see, we're a little busy. We really don't need more problems right now, so just sit tight and hold it, kiddo. Actually, I suppose you're not that young anymore. How rude! I still have my youthful vigor! More importantly, what's going on? This is entirely too strange. Could you fill me in a little, please? With that, we would. Good. If any birdie here does know what's going on, please speak up. Everyone gathered here to see the total lunar eclipse and the eclipse starting. So far, everything is fine. It's just a normal school outing. But then things went wrong. When the last corner of the moon was in, everyone here fell asleep. Asleep? Their brain activity is normal. They are all experiencing an extended period of REM sleep. REM sleep? So then they're dreaming. It would seem so. Well, what's the problem then? You can just wake them up. We can't. That's the problem. REM sleep is when the body sleeps, but the brain remains awake. Normally you can wake someone experiencing up quite easily, but we can slap their faces and shout in their ears all we want, but they don't wake up. An entire astronomical observation group falling asleep at once? It's strange, but not unheard of. Yeah, I suppose it's a form of mass hysteria. I've heard that in past cases, the birds involved have woken up by themselves when the moon becomes visible again. Unfortunately for us, the eclipse ended a while ago, and they're still asleep. Do you suppose the clouds have something to do with that?
Quite possibly. The guy that right at the eclipse ended, so we haven't seen the moon since before it started.
It's awfully hard to believe. How could looking at the moon cause something like...
Coming through! You really need to learn to tailor your speech to the occasion. You're completely lacking grace and quite rude.
The people here are the ones being rude. There's something wrong with the place where dawn doesn't follow pre-dawn. Nageki and I came to this dream country, the Holiday Star, on the night train. We got to run errands for Mr. Forward King, and we got to see our friends, and it all seemed like good fun, but when morning was coming and we thought we were going to wake up, morning didn't come.
Who are you talking to?
The camera, of course. These episodes weren't all released at once, so people have probably forgotten what happened last time.
No, I'm not gonna. Being so directly aware of the camera seems a little unprofessional to me.
Whatever. It's better to give the readers a hand.
I get the feeling that they planned for this to be, like, episodic, but it didn't go that way.
Mr. King, are you in here? I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind.
His Royal Highness the King! Hello, I am the King.
Mr. King, you wretched little blob of lemon yogurt.
The King was very scared because the human girl had come with a scary face and a fierce voice.
He's shrinking, Miss Fiona. Control yourself before he disappears entirely.
What kind of wimp is he? Something isn't right here, Mr. King. The night isn't ending and we aren't waking up.
The night does not end. You do not wake from the dream.
What are you talking about? Night is followed by a new morning. And after that, a new day.
The King said the holiday does not end on the Holiday Star. The holiday is forever. The King asked if a new day would come with the holiday not to end. Would that not be strange?
We seem to have arrived at riddles.
Common sense makes a very poor weapon in debates here. Well, in that case, how can we get home?
The King said there is no returning from the journey you have taken. You should know this well. The dead can never return to life.
Where did that come from? What do you mean, Mr. King? Isn't this just some happy dream theme park or something?
The King said this is the land of dreams. This is where birds who have died wait dreaming for the end of eternity.
That would make sense for me, but Your Majesty, not all the birds here are dead.
And there's living human right here. We didn't do anything aside from watching the eclipse, right? Maybe we got hit by a gigantic meteor. If we died that suddenly, we might arrive in the land of the dead while still alive?
Sometimes, not often, but sometimes, someone arrives here a little early. But the King is kind, and so is always happy to entertain those who need to wait for proper citizenship.
No, thank you. Let's leave already, Nageki.
Do you think we should? This does seem like a place for me.
Let's get back to school. You don't need some pushy king who forces people into staying in this country either.
Indeed. I can't say I like it much.
We can get back to the school on the train we took to get here, right? We'll go home whether you want us to or not. Don't bother to see us off.
The King said the train will not come.
Why not?
The night will not end. There's no station. And the train will not come.
I don't follow the logic.
Is that really surprising, given who's talking to you?
I've had enough. We're finding a way out on our own.
Well,
That sounded really cool, but how are we gonna get out? The station we arrived at was right around... There's nothing here. It's gone. Seems so. Maybe it stops at a different platform when it's going the other way. But I don't see any platform anywhere. Excuse me? Citizens of this land?
Yeah, miss?
We are perfectly normal tourists, and we came to see your sightsee. Oh, how wonderful! This is a very nice place. You're welcome to move in. No, we're here to sightsee. We don't want to stay. Is that right? Have you thought about staying permanently then? Stop repeating yourself. What should we do, Nigeki? This is like verbal dodgeball. I think we have to find our own way out, like you said.
And now, we need to figure out what to do.
Can't you just wait for it to clear up again? Even if it doesn't, shouldn't sunlight work just as well?
No, we can't.
We've got a time limit, you see. What do you mean?
Avian brains are unstable things, barely out of a period of rapid, unnatural development. And right now, everybody on the ground here is suffering from a disconnect between their brains and their bodies. If we leave them here for too long, they won't be able to wake up again. They'll be stuck dreaming until they die. That said, I don't know what will happen with the human.
What? So they'll become vegetables? Issa, someone, you crazy! Wake up! If you're going to slip into an eternal dream, at least do it after being appropriately awed by my artistry. I want to head back in. Do I have your permission?
Do you understand what you're saying, Sakazaki and Yuya?
Head in? Into the world of dreams? I'm a messenger of dreams. Sounds perfectly romantic, doesn't it?
One of the victims, Shogane Sakuya, is a relative of Sakazaki's. Sakazaki can synchronize with his brainwaves and access his dreams, if he follows the right procedure.
It's a very strange thing. Everyone here is seeing the exact same dream. Almost like a field trip of the soul. Last time I went in, I confirmed a new few of them aside from Sakuya. And I suspect that if I can spur them into action directly, we can get them out of here.
Your job here isn't to take the hit for your younger brother. Can you promise me you'll act without discretion?
Yes, sir. I can.
Understood. Your orders, Sakazaki, are to enter the dream through Shogane Sakuya, strip the people trapped inside, and pull out. This will only be a success if everyone comes out alive. And that includes you, Sakazaki Yuya.
Yes, sir. Oh, wait a minute. What's in that bottle? Is that stuff legal? And those are sleeping pills? Yes.
He's about to enter someone else's dream. If he wants to get in, he doesn't have much of a choice. This isn't something to do with a whim.
God. This can't possibly be good for you. Don't come crying to me if you start experiencing embarrassingly personal side effects. Everything has a price. If you've got a goal in mind, better be prepared to pay up.
Here are the electrodes. I'll be keeping an eye on the monitor. You ready, Sakazaki Yuya?
Yes, sir. Oh, jeez. Fine, I get it. I'll help you too.
Why are you so angry all of a sudden?
I'm not angry. I just can't stand being here with you two stealing all the dramatic roles. Let me do something too. You want to get rid of those clouds, yes?
Can you do something about them?
Just who do you think I am? I am the man once known as the Crawler, the former head of the 2nd Optical Ordnance Division. And now I go by the champion bad guy. I am the greatest advisor in the artistic research sector, Nichikakuji Tori. Do you think my new weapon can't handle a few puny clouds?
I see. Certainly sounds impressive. How soon can you be ready?
Wind speed, air temperature, humidity. Once I've collected some meteorological data, my calculations will be simple. Give me 20 minutes and I shall unveil my masterpiece. So you'll be cracking the dream from the outside while I go at it from the inside. Sounds good. I'm going under. Adieu. This is the place where he was having that tea party. Looks like it isn't too easy to plug a hole in here once it's open. Can't let myself get forcibly ejected again. Time to find everyone and convince them to say goodbye to Dreamland. And as for the oh crap. Okay.
Please, take it easy.
The kingdom is a wonderful place. Just take it easy. Double take it easy combo.
Doesn't look like anyone's changing their mind.
They just keep on asking us to move in. We're not going to learn anything from them. Time to break through their line and find the egress. Let's go, Nageki. Anywhere as long as we get out of here.
That doesn't sound like much of a plan. Excellent, mon ami. Your reckless energy is a sight for sore eyes.
Phoebe Dumpman! I thought you'd be stuck in the mysterious land getting sued for inappropriate behavior by the Queen of Hearts by now. I'm so glad you're okay.
A real hero always saves his good mood for the final scene, after all. Which is to say, we've got an emergency. I can't risk sticking around too long and getting bad-hammered again, so I'll keep this quick. This place is not real. We have to leave quickly.
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't have even been here. But we don't know how to get out.
Meaning, it's not enough just to be aware and want to wake up.
What's going on, Yuya? Will we be okay? Please tell us whatever you know.
Well, alright, stay calm and listen. I'll fill you in on what's going on in the real world.
And if we stay like this for too long, we'll turn to potheads?
Not potheads.
Not potheads, Miss Pyrona. Vegetables.
Exactly. And that's why I'm here to find you all, wake you up, and end the dream.
What's going on? What's that light? A flare? Is this some sort of super mission signal? The ground's shaking. I don't think that's a flare.
That was pretty fast. I guess he's got more than a big mouth after all.
Angle, set, power, set, backups, set, perfection.
Ah, pure pearlescent moonlight, shine on my beautiful figure. A night as artistic as this needs no plain ugly clowns. Allow me to introduce the pinnacle of my efforts in the field of optics. Nishikakuji Masterpiece X792, Point Light Weapon System AC Vortex.
Yuya? What's going on? Is this some sort of natural disaster?
A friendly bird's giving us a hand. He's gonna break this dream from the outside.
Sky's getting brighter. Is it morning again?
I can't say I'll be unhappy if the moonlight alone fixed everything, but... well, we'll see.
What do you think you're doing? Yes, what do you think you're doing? Why are you trying to break down our beautiful castle?
The king will not let you leave. The clouds are parting. Good work.
But of course, have I ever failed? Now, oh beautiful full moon, show us your lovely form.
The king said, don't leave me. Don't leave me behind.
What is this? This must be some sort of joke. I'm not dreaming. Is this not reality?
It is what you and I are seeing. Should be real anyway.
Then what is that hideous thing doing up there?
king made an egg. A giant, enormous egg. A giant black egg to hide the kingdom away. Is Miss Byrona... Miss Byrona... what a crazy dream, huh? It's a little early to say that.
The nightmare isn't over yet, mon ami.
I knew it wouldn't be that easy. Not after you said all that flag-raising stuff, Yuya. Things certainly look a little different, at least. It's pitch dark all around us. Quiet. There's no sound apart from our voices. It got bright, and there was that earthquake, and then the king showed up out of nowhere. What happened?
I'm not entirely sure myself. I think we can safely say that King fellow doesn't want us leaving, though.
I think he shut us in. This is kidnapping! Hey, Mr. King! What kind of VIP treatment is this? I don't want any of it! There's no reply. It's just as cold as a dark abyss. Well, what do we do? Nageki? Yuya? Are the others okay?
The king doesn't seem to want to let any of us go, so he's probably trapped the others in here too. Of course.
We can't see anything. So we can't. I can just barely make out Nageki and Yuya, but if they step back even just a little, I think I'd lose them. We can't see what's a wall and what's a corridor. We'll never find any. Oh! Mr. Migrant Bird.
It's good to see you get stuck like this. Be troubled as much as you can while you're still young.
Now isn't the time for friendly old man wisdom.
You know him?
Well, we've bumped into him a few times. He's just a hungry old man.
A hungry old man? That's a depressing way of putting it. Professor Naki and the doctor are the only two adults asleep on the roof. What's going on here?
You're a migrant, right, mister? Do you know how to get out of here?
I haven't the slightest.
If you're going to show up right when we're stuck, can't you at least be useful?
I've never been good at sticking to a goal. I just wait for the wind to blow and head wherever it smells like tender grasses. There's no need for young folks to be in such a hurry either. Why not take a break for a change? We appreciate the thought, but alas, we're a little short on time right now.
We're one step away from a permanent vegetative state after all. We're still alive. We shouldn't be here.
Well, I may have come here naturally. Oh, is that right? I thought there was something odd about you, so we came here only by mistake.
I like living fast.
Yeah, that does sound like a problem. Are you only dead birds supposed to come here?
No, that's not it. Don't look so down. You weren't far off. Really, this star isn't a place anyone should come to. What do you mean? So it's not where we end up when we die?
Birds who pass their names to the stars wander the night sky. There are a number of places to see. But there are also stars like this. Stars which aren't stars. It's a bit like a hemanthopoid's light, if you see what I mean.
A hemanthopid.
A lure of prey. Or something like that.
It's a real problem.
If I get stuck on a fake star like this, I can't continue my journey. Gotta find a way out. I'll go take a look around.
It's not very bright, but
just in case.
I can see some starlight now. There are tiny stars everywhere. I hadn't noticed them before.
Yours are getting used to the darkness. See, a little break now and they can help too.
He's right. My eyes are used to it now. We're standing in the center of a large round room with 2 doors. Maybe everyone else is through those, though we can't tell where they lead.
Oh, don't you have your map with you?
We just got shut in here. We didn't get to bring a strategy guide along.
But does the morning doves there have a planisphere?
Yeah, I have it.
There's your map.
The Geki's planisphere? It is a very nice planisphere, but will study constellations now really... Ah, an egg? It looks like a dark nebula.
That's a bad egg. When an egg turns black, it's rotten. Black is the color of a poor chick who died before hatching. We're just a bit above the very bottom now. The star's lights are a bird's soul, burning bright and happy even in a dead egg. That's kind of depressing. So you want to get out of here? My job here is to find everyone and get out, yes.
I think I'm ready to go home. And I want to see tomorrow.
Look, we're one step closer to hatching. Chicks rotate to help them tear out of their shells and into the new world. We only need them that once. With them, we can break out of this shell by our own strength. No matter how tough the shell is, it'll break eventually. If the chick is alive, it can break free. If it's a false star, that wasn't a real light you saw. That was the lighthouse luring wanderers in from the Milky Way. A false star is a dangerous thing. Once you're in, it can be hard to get out. It's scary. Break the shell and burn down the false light. The morning dove there can do it. After all, he's got all the answers.
Answers? I see. So, all this is fake. Do you have a plan, Geki?
No, not really. I just know that the king was thinking when he made this place. I know why he took one of our stars, and I know why only I could break it. If I can, that is, somehow. Well, good luck.
Wait! Can't you explain that a little more? Too late, he's gone. Jeez, no one likes a key character who just shows up with a whole bunch of gnomic advice and doesn't actually say anything useful.
Now, mon ami. At least he gave us some hints, right? And some cause for optimism.
He said that I could do it. Well, at least the gnomic and hungry old man gave Nageki some clear reassurance. Your planisphere sure is turning out to be useful, Nageki.
A little above the very bottom, so right here.
And there are 2 stars nearby. And if the stars are what he said, we should be able to find everyone else if we aim for the stars.
Let's hope so.
There are 2 suspicious stars up at the top. False lighthouse. That must be the light we saw from the plaza. And from what he said, we need to break it? Alright.
Now then, we'll need to head up both sides. This looks like a good time to split up, don't you think?
Happens all the time in longer dungeons and RPGs. I'm ready to roll.
Protecting the ladies is always my first priority. I'd like to go with you, mon ami, but I'll go alone. You'll be safer if you go up the map with you after all. Take care of her, alright?
Right. Well, the king very kindly trapped us all in a gigantic evil doom egg. Will we escape from the dream with our lives? Of course we will. After all, this place is crazy. What kind of place doesn't have morning radio aerobics? And so we split up. Nageki and me going through one door, Yui going through the other. We'll wake everyone from this dream and smash this rotten egg from the inside. Yui is already off and getting stuff done. We better move along too. Right. Yui does seem pretty professional sometimes. He even had a real gun during that time at Christmas. Maybe he really is with the FBI or something. I'm opening the door. Are you ready? Bring it on!